Hey there, this is MJ. I'm back after my July hiatus. I don't know how it happened, but I missed like a ton of episodes of Zero One. I guess because we're technically also into August. So I think I have like 4 or 5 episodes to catch up on. I'm going to be doing real quick reviews of each episode. I'm not going to belabor anything. It'll just basically be this was the episode I watched, this is what I thought about it, and that's pretty much it. I don't know exactly what's going to happen with the future of MJ Loves Toku. I have an idea for another tokusatsu podcast review series that's broader, because MJ Loves Toku was supposed to be broad, but it's just been about Kamen Rider. But I don't know how to... Anyway, I don't know exactly what I'm going to do, but I have a really great name for it, and I created a cool logo and stuff, so... but I also just enjoy doing that stuff, so I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do specifically, but I'm going to figure something out. But basically, I wanted to go ahead and talk about this episode of Zero One, episode 36. We have a couple things happening just to kind of review, even though I don't really like reviewing or going over stuff. We have Fua Isamu wondering exactly what he should do about seeing his family or not seeing his family, and Aruto creates has Hakase Bot really create a new AI, like an AI helper of some sort. Like it's a little device, like an Alexa type thing, or like an Alexa Dot, is that what it's called, that you can talk to, and it kind of offers counseling or whatever, and it's just like a little friend, is what they say it is. And Fuwasamu talks to that thing, and he kind of resolves some of his issues, because he hasn't seen his family. His family's still alive and well, thank God. And he has these falsified memories that they all died. So I found one real fun note that he goes to see his family on the advice of I, and when he sees them, we get to see his mom, his dad, and a little brother, and the dad makes a joke, a pun, and Isamu, he laughs at it because it's kind of funny, and it was really interesting to me that we have this connection that his dad is a pun maker, and then he something that he always remembered, or I guess he would have remembered that the whole time, even with his memories being falsified, I'm sure. But it just kind of tickled me that, that's kind of an explanation as to why he would find what's his name's joke so darn funny. Come on, help me out here. The main character. That's why he would find Aruto's joke so funny, is because his dad was a pun maker. And I just thought that was really cute. And I guess it, I don't know, it just kind of humanized him a little bit more, and I don't know, I found that to be a charming note. Kind of more importantly than all that, though, which I don't really believe that's true, but I'm just saying it, is the fact that we have the Ark made manifest in this episode, and we get to see the Ark be a bad guy, or, robot or whatever. And it I don't know, it's interesting. We learned that there was a plot between Jin and Yaiba to draw out Ark so they could defeat it, I guess, which is why they freed Naki. And like, it never made sense to me that she would help Mitsubo Jinrai like in a negative way. It always made sense that she would be doing it, she'd be doing something righteous, and we have confirmation of that in this episode, and I found that interesting. I mean, Ark is a big bad thing, and obviously he's powerful because this is his debut, and he's going to be the final villain of the show or whatever. There's an interesting thread in this episode where it's kind of talking about redemption, and Hirobi is the main host for Ark, and Aruto is convinced that he can redeem him, and that's a good thing, and he says that he wants to save all the Humagears, and Fua basically says that he also wants to save the Humagears as well, and he's going to help him out to do that they're going to be fighting Ark in order to take over, in order to save Humagears and people from Ark's threat. I don't know, I thought it was a good setup transition episode, and I don't really have much else to say about that. It's kind of neat that because Ark has, bits of the, Ark satellite, Kamen Rider Ark has bits of the Ark satellite, that he is able to 3D print weapons for himself right away, but it's kind of dumb to me that he like 3D prints them and then he throws them away. I think it'd be cooler if like he was able to generate them and then they like got reabsorbed back into his armor or whatever, but whatever. He seems cool. I wonder who's in the suit because it looks like a different type of suit acting. Like he's got kind of like very stilted, measured movements. Maybe it's supposed to be robotic and mechanical, but also still fluid and able to kick butt. Because he ultimately defeats Jin and Yaiba, and then Isamu, I guess, in Rampage Wolf form, and then he's basically able to best Metal Cluster Hopper. So it was entertaining. It was interesting. I liked seeing the family insight. There was some weird gag with this fortune teller that was dumb, and I didn't really like it. It didn't make sense to me. The way the actress was directed was very, frustrating to watch, and it just didn't add any comedy to it for me. So I didn't like that at all. And I don't know. I'm basically gonna call it right there because one other thing I did want to talk about was how cool the suit was. I guess the Ark suit is okay. It's like anyway, I can see parts of it recycled from other things, and that's okay. I'm not mad at it. It uses the base suit for 01 very heavily, which is pretty cool. But actually my favorite part of it is that the driver looks very much like the driver, or the belt really, the Kingstone belt from Kamen Rider Black. So I'm actually going to put a side-by-side comparison of those, and that might be the image that you see throughout the majority of this little quick review of it. If not, it'll be posted on the website, mjmunoz.com/MJLT for MJ Loves Toku. But I'm going to go ahead and get out of here, and I'm going to try to rapidly release these 4 to 6 episodes that I have reviewing, me catching up with the show. 2 things real quick, and then maybe I'll pick up on them in later episodes. I really loved the fact that the Raid Riser system, it's shown with a grandma using it to protect her grandson. She looks like an older lady, so I would assume she's a granny. Anyway, and that's really awesome. And then the last thing is, I find it very funny that despite the fact that the Humagear are potentially so dangerous because they have these superhuman strength and they could go berserk and stuff and harm people, that Aruto objects to them, the Raid Riser system, being sold as weapons for people to defend themselves from the threats of potentially, Raid Riser or Magir happening all over the place. I get that Japan is a gun-free society, except for like the police and other special individuals, and I know that America is, has a lot of guns, but people in the States seem to be reversing their anti-gun stance, and I just find it kind of funny. I thought the whole point of Kamen Rider was it was not the weapon that matters, or it's basically that evil kills people, not good kills people, even if evil can be good and good can be, the writer uses the power of evil in order to defend the good and the innocent, and that's exactly what the Raid Riser system here is going to be doing. Of course, Zai is a bad guy and it's from a bad source, but I don't know that I can definitively peg this as, this is his ultimate villainous intent, and that's bad stuff. Anyway, so one last note, I did not want to neglect how cool and interesting it was that when the Ark pensions, it has like image of all the animals, and they're like being destroyed or becoming extinct in front of it, and it gains power from that extinction, that death, and that evil. And I thought that was really neat.
If you enjoyed this, like, comment, and share to help me grow. Don't forget to subscribe to keep current with each release. Chat with me on Twitter at MJ_scribe. Visit mjmunoz.com/podcast to find the multiple feeds in which I analyze Star Wars, tokusatsu, comics, and more. Visit mjmunoz.com/support for links to my Redbubble and Coffee pages, so you can help keep me doing the things I do. Thank you so much for your time and attention. Until next time, be well, and remember, you don't have to shout henshin to be a hero.